Hello, Matt. What have you found? Have you found something dangerous? Yes, a yellow-lipped sea crate. Now, this is a really dangerous snake. It is a distant relative of the cobras, and it contains a venom in its fangs, which it can inject into the victims. Now, this venom is a neurotoxin, so it shuts down the connections between your nerve cells, the synapses. And these synapses then are muted, and these chattering nerve cells in your brain stop communicating with each other, and then you die. So getting that close to this very dangerous snake was really a very risky thing for me to do. I was really risking my life here. Now, something else. Everything I've told you so far in this video was a lie. This is a harlequin snake eel. It's a fish which doesn't have any venom at all. And instead it is a mimic of a yellow-lipped sea crate. So this is a Batesian mimicry after Henry Bates. And the principle here is that a harmless animal, which has no venom at all, looks like and behaves like, swims like, a very dangerous animal, like that yellow-lipped sea crate. And then a predatory fish, which might want to eat an eel, will stay away from this animal because it thinks that it's actually a very dangerous reptile. So this is lying on a very high level by evolution. And these eels have a pretty different head from snakes, so this is one way of how you can tell. But at a first sight, this is very convincing. And if you encounter this fish in the ocean, you will probably believe that you have seen a sea snake. So much for Batesian mimicry in the ocean. Now, what do we have here? We have garden eels. These are very curious sedentary sessile vertebrates. So, after they settle in these holes, post-larval stage, they never ever move around, which is very, very unusual for any vertebrate. Now, in the Darwin Dumaguete area, where I do most of my diving, there are 3 or 4 species of this. So, mostly we have the Gorgosia maculata, and these are these large fields of garden eels, which you can always see. And then there is Heteroconga hassi, which is thinner and it has white spots. And then there is Heteroconga polysona, which you see here, which I have not filmed before. And these have these bands. So how do you film that? I put my GoPro in the sand in front of these animals, and then I left so that they don't feel threatened and come back out. And the footage you see is also sped up in a time lapse. So very curious fish. I hope you enjoyed these too. Now finally we have a green sea turtle. This is actually a green sea turtle. I'm done lying to you. I only did this at the beginning of the video to make the point that evolution is lying with this Batesian mimicry. And this is a grazer, of course, so the turtle is feeding on seagrass, and in the Darwin area a lot of these animals are very placid and very well adjusted to divers. So enjoy this amazing, very large animal, and enjoy some really good electronic music by Moby Gratis, and see you soon.